Hello, all. Once again, welcome. I hope you had a beautiful morning this far. Excuse me, I said money this far. So, the purpose of this video is to bring up the topic in regards to radiation harassment. For those of you that are targeted individuals, you may already know about the different forms of no touch torture tactics that are placed upon individuals who are classified as being a threat or who is classified as being a whistleblower. And for those of you who do not know what a targeted individual is, please take your own time to do your research, to do your own notes. It's called TI, targeted individual, gang stalking, organized crimes. The organized crime intervention is at a low. So we need more people to be aware of this situation in order to stop these tactics from taking place against innocent citizens. I know a lot of people don't believe in the targeting community. They think a lot of people that are classified as being target is also classified as having a mental health condition or issue of paranoia, um, anxiety, or just classified as being crazy or unrealistic. However, the problem with that is a lot of people feel that they know everything, that they got all the answers, that they have enough facts. Unfortunately, we don't know anything. The wise man never stops trying to seek knowledge. The wise man is the one who learned from the fool. The wise man is the person who is open to learning new things on a daily basis. See, the problem is not people being uneducated. The problem is that there are educated people who are just educated enough to believe what they're being taught and not educated enough to question what they've been taught. Get it? Some people feel their education that they have is enough, but they don't feel it's enough to question the things that have been taught to them. So I'm here to teach you some things that I have experienced with my own eyes, not he say or due to research. These are things I'm experiencing. So I had to seek more research and getting an understanding to why this is happening or what this tactic is. For instance, I'm connected to the Bible to a strong presence of believing things that are in the Bible are unfolding under our eyes and coming true. If you don't know what the Bible stands for, Bible, basic instructions before leaving earth. A lot of people didn't know that's what the main purpose or abbreviation of the Bible is meant to represent. Basic instructions before leaving earth. So I know some things don't make sense, but the Lord plans are to prosper, okay? And it's not to harm you or not to put you in fear. So it does say in the Bible that the weak will become wise, or in other words, woke. So be ready to seek your own knowledge. Get your pen and paper ready because we're going to talk about the radiation activities that have been placed against us. For instance, I talk a lot about MK Ultra. What is MK Ultra? Look it up. MK Ultra is the mind control program, meaning it's a program set in place to brainwash people. It's a concept that it believes to break down people's mindset and alter them in order to control them by psychological techniques. Certain techniques are taking place where certain people undergo certain procedures so that they can be control of someone's command by via a trigger word, by via a hand touch, by via some type of electronics. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't believe in MK Ultra, but this was a weapon that was used against enemies within in the military tactics to help control their enemies before the enemies can attack them. Okay, so look that up. It's called MK Ultra. MK, like the purse, you guys be trying to rock. and then ultra, ULTRA. And the information you see displayed on the video right now is if you feel that you are under attack by these radiation microwave energies, these are some of the symptoms that you may be experiencing. This could be why. Doctors will help you test your blood levels for radiation in order for you to get treatment. But in requesting this information, you have to not make them think you're have a psychological mental effect of thinking of why. Use different terms as within my work facility, around a lot of radiation. I want to be tested, or you know, just think of something. I live near a cell phone tower and I've been sick and I was trying to confirm if it's giving off radiation. Don't just go in there like, I'm a target individual and I'm being attacked by radiation because I was watching the video and this person told me I was. You know, not going to work for you. They're going to automatically call the psychiatric ward. Okay. Next, Project MK Ultra was and covert project developed to be used against enemies in order to control human behavior by the use of drugs and other psychological techniques. Okay, many people were used as test dummies to see if this MK Ultra works at universities, hospital, or prisons. Okay, do you think they stopped using these tactics to conduct research on individuals? No. So many target individuals, I say, or pretty much project experiments to see if this stuff still work, because when they go to war, they want to be prepared. They don't want to try to see if it works then. They need to test this stuff out now. So unfortunately, we are walking guinea pigs. Used, it could it's pros and cons. It's used to help save us in the end, but in the process, some people have to be guinea pigs in order to see if these tactics works. Okay, like for instance, when you watch movies, a lot of movies give out signs of the things that are happening within this world. Like for instance, the movie Stranger Things. Oh my God, one of my favorite movies, Stranger Things, y'all. It breaks down how real life government programs use MK Ultra and covert experiments. So watch that. Next, we want to talk about DEWs. DEWs are directed energy weapons developed by the Air Force to stop their targets. Two types of DEWs include lasers and um, microwave lasers. Okay, both are a part of the electronic spectrum, which consists of lights and radio waves. They can also pass through walls without a trace. They are also silent exposure. Okay, so these type of weapons are called DEW. Look that up. D as in dog, E as in elephant, W as in water, and then get your own interpretation of what this is. Okay, these are like laser beam, like you see in Star Wars, that are really used against people to stop them in their tracks or to cause harm or to put radiation within their blood flow in order to cause them to be sick in the future or even cause harm. Some symptoms may from exposure from this type of energy weapon may be considered like skin burns. You may feel tired all the time. You may have a fever, headaches out of nowhere, diarrhea out of nowhere, vomiting. And when you go to the doctor, they state these are symptoms of, a flu or some kind of sickness attacking you, but that's what that could be. So look into that. Next, you want to look into wireless warfare. I was reading an article on the Press for Truth by Dan Dix, his name is. Press for Truth article. He goes over how phones are exposing microwaves and radio frequency radiation. Okay, so you got to watch how you keep your phones connected to your body all the time. I know as women, when we go into the clubs, we like to place our phones in our bra area, or we like to tuck it in somewhere in our clothes or directly connected to our skin. That's not a good thing. Try to get some kind of metal barrier, or keep it in your phone. Some people have metal phone, keep it in your purse so it's not always connected to your body, because little do you know, wireless warfares, meaning that We are being exposed to radiation via our own phones. So we are purchasing these phones. We Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Sorry, the video paused. I'm giving out too much information, so I'm gonna have a backlash. So if it jumps, that's why. But like I stated, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But my thing is, formulate your research before you give out your objective opinion, because I'm ready to learn new things. I'm ready for somebody to tell me you're wrong and this is why. Don't just come on somebody's video and say you're crazy, you're stupid, or cuss somebody out without giving your objectives to why you feel this person is wrong and that you're entitled to discredit what they're saying. Because if I discredit you, I'm going to tell you why and back it up with facts. Like, for instance, as Christians or as anybody that's in a religious belief, when you talk to an atheist, atheists are people whom debunk or disagree with our Bible. When they come to you, atheists know more about your Bible than a regular Christian do. Why? Because they're doing their research and getting their own conclusions. Am I to say that the atheist is right? It's my own belief against their belief, but my goal is to tell them why they're wrong by doing my own research and proving facts in order to discredit their beliefs. And that's the same thing I feel everybody should do with videos they don't believe in. Just say that's stupid, I don't understand. Seek your own knowledge, because like I said, the Bible is already set in place to tell us about our future. It's the basic instructions before leaving earth. The Bible describes events and conditions that the world is marked with a conclusion of the end of times, right? Like if you read Matthew 24 through 7, or Revelation 6 through 4 speaks about war. Luke 21 through 11 speaks about earthquake. Peter 3 through the fourth chapter speaks about how people will ridicule the evidence of the end of the times that's placed in the Bible. And also in Revelations 12 through 7, Satan's influence on mankind can be seen in many of the bad attitudes that we are facing today. Have you ever noticed, you go out, you're like, oh my God, that person was rude. Oh my God. It's like everybody's just rude. Everybody's just crazy. Well, it speaks about how people attitudes would be so bad in Revelation 12:7 through 12. I can't make this up. Write it down. Look it up yourself. Okay. So like I say, everybody's not a believer. I wasn't a believer until I seen it with my own eyes. If I wasn't a target individual myself, I wouldn't believe the things that is coming to an end, or the things that are really going out there, you know, like in Timothy 3, um, verses 3, chapter 1 through 5. It says, many people will have love for themselves, lovers of pleasure, less lovers of God, false accusers, moral decline in society. And I feel that's happened as I watch certain people videos. They just accuse people of doing things that are unseen or backed up with no facts, and they're just talking about I and want to be the head person on the throne, but Jesus, Yeshua, is the only person I classify as the king on the throne, okay? And I know we have daughters. Jesus, remember the story of Jesus and the doubting Thomas? Remember? Only after the apostle Thomas touches Jesus' womb does he believe in the miracles of his restoration. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong because I'm talking fast. Restoration. Excuse me, tongue tie. Correct me, please. Okay, so it's like this. For those of you guys who don't know the story about doubting Thomas, I'm going to give you a brief summary. It says, okay, nevertheless, Thomas refused to believe the story of the apostles that Jesus risen from the dead. He was seen just buried just 2 days earlier, Thomas said. Unless I see the marks of the nails of his hand, Thomas replied, I will not believe. Okay, on the following Sunday, Jesus again appeared in the house where the apostles were staying. Peace be with you, Jesus said, greeting them. Then he turned to Thomas, put your fingers here and see my hands. Jesus said, showing Thomas the scars from the nail wounds. Do not doubt, but believe. So that's the same thing I'm trying to lead you to water and hope you drink. Don't doubt everything you hear, even though it sounds